Morning guys, what's growing? It's Heather at Bush Poppy Farm. Today, I have to cram in a ton of chores / projects in between lots of drop-offs and pickups. It's exam week and the kids have different schedules. It's kind of crazy. So, the sun's just come up. The raptors are ready to get released. My first chore of the day. So will you hang out with me while I do my chores today? Oh, it's okay. What's wrong? Oh. So that was super stressful. Flo got her toe stuck in this crevice here. Gosh, I'm gonna have to keep a very close eye on her and make sure it doesn't get infected. Oh, that broke my heart. She seems all right, but boy, I'm gonna watch it real close. You know, prey animals, they don't show injury or anything until it's really too late. So, my poor baby. I gotta say, she's my favorite. She's my cuddly girl. Although I tell you, Wanda, she's super intrigued with me. Not necessarily wants me to pick her up, but she doesn't mind pets. All right, I need to go check on Flo. Are you okay, honey? Yeah. Yeah, it's your sweetie pie. It's all right, honey. I'm sorry you got hurt. Hi, baby. Okay, kids are dropped off at school for their first exam. I have exactly 40 minutes to harvest here at home. Then I gotta go get Dylan, bring him back. He's got graduation rehearsal this afternoon. Aiden's still gonna be at school taking his second exam. So yeah, I've just gotta cram things in every little slot I can. I dropped them off at school. I came back, I ate some breakfast and I watered everything. But you know, this weather, so it's cold. It's cold and gray and we haven't had much sun. So things are still not growing very well. I mean, they're growing, but very slowly. So I'm harvesting for some bouquets I need to make for delivery tonight because I won't have time to deliver them tomorrow. But there's slim pickings, so it's frustrating. All right, I'm gonna get to harvesting. Okay, I don't know how much of that harvesting you saw because my battery kept dying. Fresh new battery in now. Picked up Dylan. Now I'm out at the farm. I need to try to get as much harvested here, calendula actually, for today's bouquets as possible. And I need to do some watering. It's cold. I did get the parts that I need to fix the water situation, a new filter and all kinds of stuff, but there's no time for that today. I knew when I woke up this morning that my to-do list was very ambitious and I probably wouldn't get everything done, but it's probably gonna end up being less stuff than I thought getting done, but that's okay. The other thing I just told myself driving over here is I need to slow down. You know, when you're really in a hurry sometimes, like that's when you start doing things like dropping stuff and breaking things and like, you know, I need to just slow down because none of this is life and death. The most important thing today is that we have family coming in town for Dylan's graduation tomorrow. I need to be sure to pick up Aiden at the right time, drop off Dylan at the right time for rehearsal, pick him up later. Those are the most important things. The rest of this stuff, well, one thing that's important, I have to get these bouquets made because they need to be delivered by 5 p.m. tonight, but that's okay. That's definitely going to happen. The other stuff, there's always tomorrow, and there's Saturday morning that I can work on those things. So it's just, if I can get as much done as possible, then I'll have more time to spend with family while they're here as opposed to working. So, all right, let's go harvest. I see that the bachelor button, one of the stands of bachelor buttons completely fell over. They didn't have any flower support netting. So I'm just gonna cut that whole stalk down and take the whole flowers that are there. Hopefully it didn't crush the corn. But I'm gonna take the whole thing, and then we're gonna collect as many calendula and other things as possible. There's some wildflowers that'll be beautiful in bouquets. And then I'll have to come out tomorrow or the next day to do the irrigation. I do need to water the lilies. They're looking great. They're looking really good. Everything's on track, but it's still gonna be a week or two before they are ready for harvest. So, they look like they're close, but it takes a really long time from this stage, which is so ironic because you would think, oh, they're ready to go, but it takes time. So, all right, let's go get started. Right, that's about all I can harvest. All of these guys need to come out. They're yellowing enough, and I need the bed space. So in the next couple days, all the ranunculus is gonna come out. I need to get the corms dried out, dusted off, and stored for next year. Then I need to put down compost and fertilizer and broad fork these beds and then get the new stuff in. But that's obviously for another day. All right, my time is up. I need to go do the kit exchange and get these flowers that I harvested into a cooler spot. Okay guys, we're back in the garden. It's getting late in the day. I got all the bouquets made. I got them delivered. So now I need to tie up, add more rows to this Florida weave for these tomatoes because you can see they're a lot taller now than they were when we put them in. So I'm gonna start down at that end. I'm just gonna weave them like we did before, in and out of each plant. Go around this stake to make sure I can really, get it tight. Keep going in and out of each plant all the way down. Since you saw it last, I have put marigolds in. I'm gonna add some more. Again, they're a good trap crop and they look pretty. It's nice to have flowers in your garden. All right, so I'm gonna start this process. All right, so a few of them aren't tall enough yet to fit in, but that's okay. They'll get there. And the string is in place for when they do. It's ready for them. And I'll just keep an eye on them and string them up when they're ready to go in. So the other thing I want to do while I'm sitting here is take off the bottom stems. I'll show you, I'll bring you in closer. Because this system, the Florida Weave system, is really supportive of the plants, I'm actually not going to remove the suckers on this row of tomatoes. However, in all the cages, I am going to remove the suckers because they're not as supported in those. So that just contributes to the weight. So the one thing that you should do all the time, no matter how you're training your tomatoes, is to remove the bottom stems that are touching the soil so that you can avoid spreading disease. So here's a really good example. These bottom stems here are touching the ground, and look, they're even turning brown. It's just better to cut all this back. It's not going to produce fruit anyway. I'm even going to take this off because it's touching the ground. This will then allow the plant to put more effort into producing stems that will produce fruit, and you're going to avoid having disease that they might pick up from the soil and then spread through the plant. Additionally, if it rains or whatever, then you don't get splashing up of the soil onto the leaves. Okay, ending where we started, in the chicken run. I wanted to come in and check on my babies, especially little Flo, make sure her foot's okay. I'm giving them some, some mealworms. Hi, baby, your foot looks okay. So, still didn't get through my whole to-do list, but that was expected. Tomorrow morning, I need to try maybe to get that irrigation system fixed out at the farm, hopefully. And also, I have a bunch of plants. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Oh, sweet baby girl. Yes. I have a bunch of plants that need to go in the ground or in containers. And since we're having a party on Sunday, I want the place to look clean and neat. So I need to get that done tomorrow too. So I'll show you what I've got and what we're going to plant. You're such a pretty girl. Yes. And after that, I really need to get the ranunculus out of the ground. I have more seedlings to go in and more seeds to start. So really, the season just starting. I was able to harvest a couple sunflowers today, so the sunflowers are starting finally. However, this first succession is really far out. The next couple successions are not as close to the first succession. Usually I like them every week, but when I planted them like that, when we had another frost, it killed a succession. So, I've got more out there, but I think that we're going to have a lull of maybe 2 weeks in between successions, which really sucks, but it is what it is. So, thanks so much for hanging out with me today while I did my chores in this really weird, disjointed video. Come on up, baby girl. Oh, she just ate a ladybug. That's a bummer for the ladybug. Anyway, Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have a wonderful time in your garden, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.